Unmissable astronomical events in 2024. You might want to mark your calendars for these unmissable astronomical events that are gonna happen in 2024. Much like 2023, this year has some wild astronomical adventures in store, from a total solar eclipse to a supermoon and many, many more. 2024 is looking to be a crazy celestial year, and trust me, you don't want to miss these. So grab your cameras, set your telescopes, hit that subscribe button, and come along on a journey with us to see these unmissable astronomical events in 2024. Quadrantids meteor shower. January 2024 starts with an amazing show of fireworks, both literally and metaphorically, with a Quadrantids meteor shower. Well, if you were lucky enough, you might have caught the peak with over 100 meteors per hour. That's crazy! But what do we mean by lucky? Well, for starters, to catch this incredible sight, you gotta be in the northern hemisphere, as the radiant point of this shower is far closer to the Big Dipper asterism, which just so happens to be the most recognizable asterism in the night sky. And if you didn't figure it out, it just so happens to be in the north of the northern hemisphere. Secondly, the peak of this shower only lasts a few hours, so you've got to be a bit lucky that the peak occurs when it's nighttime in your location. This peak was expected to occur sometime between the night of the 3rd and the 4th of January, with the best guess being around 12:53 Universal Time on January the 4th. So let us know if you were able to catch this wicked Quadrantids meteor shower that rang in the new year. March Equinox. 2024 officially welcomed its spring season with the March Equinox on the 20th of March. The length of our day and night changes with the Earth's tilt. As the Earth orbits the Sun, at certain times of the year the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun, and the southern hemisphere is tilted away from it. For the other half of the year, the reverse happens, thus giving us different lengths for our days. Equinox, however, is the day of the year when neither hemisphere is tilted towards or away from the Sun, and therefore we have roughly equal hours of daylight and darkness. Typically, there's 2 equinoxes every year, one in spring and one in the autumn, falling somewhere in March and September. After the spring equinox on March 20th, keep an eye out for the autumn equinox on September 22nd and notice if the days and nights seem to be roughly the same length. Ah, the miracles of nature. Penumbral lunar eclipse. Another fascinating astronomical event that took place in 2024 was the penumbral lunar eclipse. A penumbral usually occurs when the Sun, Moon, and Mother Earth partially align. The alignment allows our dear Earth to obstruct the Sun's light to cover part of the Moon in its shadow. And while it is kind of a rare event, still we were able to see this on March 25th of 2024 in various areas, including much of Europe, North and East Asia, North America, South America, the Arctic, and the Antarctic. Luckily, it was visible to the naked eye, as 5.57% of the Moon was immersed in the Earth's penumbral shadow. Some say it's the deepest penumbral eclipse overall since May 5, 2023, and the deepest for North and South America since February 11, 2017. Total solar eclipse. This is the astronomical hit for 2024, the total solar eclipse on April 8th. A complete solar eclipse usually occurs when the Moon completely blocks the Sun, revealing the Sun's beautiful outer atmosphere, known as the corona. When the Moon passes between the Earth and the Sun, it casts a shadow on Earth, all the while blocking the Sun. While partial solar and lunar eclipses are not really that uncommon, total solar eclipses are rather rare events. In fact, the last total solar eclipse that was visible in the continental United States occurred in 2017, and the next one might not take place until 2045. So folks, we hope you made the most of this totally unmissable total solar eclipse in 2024. The path of totality began in the Pacific Ocean and moved across parts of Mexico to the eastern United States and Nova Scotia. The total eclipse was also visible in parts of Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. It's a once-in-a-lifetime game of cosmic hide-and-seek, a solar storm. Okay, so it looks like 2024 wants to take the cake for cosmic events because from total solar eclipses to solar storms, it has everything in store for us. It's not just a solar storm, it just so happens to be the most powerful solar storm since 2003. But what exactly is that? Well, let's find out. Solar storms, also known as solar flares or coronal mass ejections, otherwise known as CMEs, are massive eruptions of magnetic energy from the sun's surface. These eruptions can unleash a torrent of charged particles into outer space, creating a cosmic storm that can impact Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere. In 2024, scientists predicted that the sun will reach the peak of its 11-year solar cycle, known as Solar Cycle 25. During this peak, the sun will be more active, unleashing powerful solar storms that have the potential to dazzle and disrupt. And folks, that's exactly what happened. The U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, which issued a rare solar storm warning, said that the solar outburst reached Earth at about 1600 GMT on Friday, May the 10th, hours sooner than anticipated. It's said to be the most powerful solar storm in 20 years, so you might want to look out for your power grids, sensitive electronics, and even your internet stations. Aurora Borealis. Aurora Borealis in 2024? Heck yeah! While 2024 greets us with a worrisome solar storm, it also brings us a gift from space. When a solar storm reaches Earth, it can interact with our planet's magnetic field, creating spectacular auroras in the polar regions. These mesmerizing light shows, also known as the Northern and Southern Lights, paint the sky with a vibrant hues of green, pink, and purple, captivating everybody below. The May 10th solar storm has definitely triggered an exceptional celestial light show in the sky, which could be seen from the United States to the UK and other parts of the world. On Saturday, May 11th, people from different parts of the United States and the UK witnessed this magnificent Aurora Borealis. If you take a minute and just poke around on social media, you'll see just how spectacular it was. Haha, a sight for sore eyes. Perseid meteor shower. A meteor shower is always a fascinating event to witness. So folks, if you've missed this one before, no worries. Grab your cameras and telescopes because the Perseid meteor shower is just around the corner. The Perseid meteor shower is one of the year's most reliable, typically boasting about 60 or more shooting stars per hour. They will peak on the evening of August 12th. The moon will conveniently set around midnight, so go out late and watch this great shower under a darker sky. Saturn at opposition. Get ready for a celestial treat. Saturn, the crown jewel of our solar system, is gearing up for its big moment. On September 8th, Saturn is reaching opposition. It will be directly opposite the sun in the sky. Picture this: as the sun sets, Saturn rises, and it stays with us all through the night. This special alignment puts Earth smack dab in the middle between Saturn and the sun, giving us the prime opportunity to catch the closest and most magnificent view of Saturn's beauty from our own backyard. And let me tell you, Saturn is putting on quite the show. With its mesmerizing rings and majestic presence, it's a sight to behold. If you've got a telescope handy, now is the time to dust it off and point it skyward. Trust me, seeing Saturn up close through a telescope is an experience like none other. Supermoon with a partial lunar eclipse. Alright, so lastly, gear up because on September 18, 2024, it's going to be a crazy night in the lunar calendar. We're going to have a supermoon with a partial lunar eclipse. A supermoon occurs when the moon is at its closest point to the Earth in its orbit, known as the perigee. This makes the moon appear way larger and brighter in the sky. Now, add a dash of celestial drama with a partial lunar eclipse. During this phenomenon, the Earth passes between the sun and moon, casting a partial shadow on the lunar surface. Now, just imagine it's all happening together. Luckily, there's no need to imagine because you can watch it yourself on September 18th. While a supermoon is easy to spot from wherever you are, the eclipse will be visible from much of the Americas, Europe, and Africa. And well, folks, you already know what to do. Yep, grab those telescopes and cameras. And there you have it, unmissable astronomical events that are sure to rock your universe in 2024. So mark your calendars, grab your telescopes, and get ready for a year filled with cosmic wonders. Tell us which event you're most excited about, and which one you were fortunate enough to actually witness. Until next time, give us a like and subscribe, and don't forget, keep looking up.